Class 9th Science. I am R.S. Prasad sir. Today I will tell you Force and Law of Motion chapter 5 and it is the part 2nd. Let us start the second part. The question second is here. When we jump from a height on a concrete cemented or concrete floor, we get hurt more as compared to when we jump from the same height on a bundle of hay. So what will be happen in this? According the second law of motion, effect of force depends on the rate of change of momentum. So that means F proportional to this one. So you can say F is directly proportional to change in momentum upon time interval. So that means force is inversely proportional to T. If your time is less, then your force is more. If time is more, so the force is less. So in this question on cement floor, so time is very short. This one T is very short. Short or less, you can say it is very less. So F is large. So F increase. As you know, T decrease, so F increase. But if T is increase, so F is decrease. So in the second hand, when we jump on the from the same height of a bundle of hay, in this case time is large. So T is large. T is large, then F is small. So it is not hurt to that person. So that is the main factor. So you can explain it. Let us see the next one, the third question. A body moving at a constant speed is made to stop in 0.5 second. So time will be given as 0.25 second. By applying the force of 200 Newton, that means it is given as force, it is 200 Newton. Calculate the initial momentum of the body. Yes, let us see initial momentum of the body. That one is P1. P1 we want to find. And on stopping, the final velocity is 0. So V is 0. That means P2 is equal to mv. But M is still we don't know, but mv we know. So that one is 0. So P2 will be 0. Now T is given here, and as you know, the formula is F is equal to del P upon del T. That means it is P2 minus P1 upon T, and here is F. F is given as 200 Newton, so you can write here 200. P2 is given as, we don't know P2. P1 is 0 and time is given as 0.25. So let us see, P2 will be equal to 200 into 0.25. Now remove the decimal and increase the two zeros, and 0 will be cancelled to this 0 and this 0 will be cancelled to this 0. So 25 to that is the 50. So 50 kg meter per second. So it is the unit of the momentum. So the initial, sorry, it is not initial, final is 0 here. So you have to write some change in this example. So you have to write it is P2 is 0. So what will be happen? Something wrong here. So you will be right here P2 is 0. So it is 0 minus P1. So it is P1, not a P2. It is the momentum of this one. It is your P1. So you have to write P1 here. So that one is initial momentum in 50 kg per meter per second. So let us see in the fourth one is, what is the fourth question? A force of 5 Newton leads. So F is given as 5 Newton. Leads to and accelerate the 8 meter per second square on a body mass m1. So it is the acceleration, that is the 8 meter per second square on a mass m1. So it is working on mass m1. We don't know m1. Some force causes an acceleration 24 meter per second square to another body of mass m2. Suppose it is mass m1, and let us see the mass m2. What will be happen here? Same force, that means force is given as 5 Newton, and the mass of body is m2, and the acceleration will be given as 24 meter per second square. So you can say it is 24 meter per second square, and it is f2, you can say f2, and it is f1, it is a1. Now if both of bodies are tied together, how much acceleration will be produced by the same force? So let us see in the case of this one. It is the body of m1 and force applied, that is the force f1, and the acceleration is a1, which is given on the top. So f1 is equal to m1 a1. We have known the formula by the second law of motion. f1 is given as 5, m1 we don't know, but a we know, that is the 8. So m1 will be equal to 5 upon 8 kg. Let us see what happened to this. So this one is your second object. So mass of second object is m2, and applied force, that is the f2, and the acceleration, that is the a2. So you can see here with the help of second law of motion, that is the f2 is equal to m2 and a2. So let us see, f2 is 5 Newton, and m2 we don't know, but a2 we know, that is the 24. So m2 will be equal to 5 upon 24 kg. So if whole body is tied together, suppose it is the m1 and m2 both here. So that one is m1 and it is your m2. They all are tied together. Yes. So what will be happen for the same force? So that one is f, and here acceleration will be a. So let us see. First of all, we want to know the m. M is equal to m1 plus m2. m1 is given as 5 upon 8 and plus 5 upon 24. So what will be happen? It is 24, 8 3 jam. So 3 5 jam 15, and plus 5, it will be 20 upon 24. So as you know, f is equal to ma, and a is equal to f upon m. So put the value of f is given as further 5 Newton. It will be given as 5 Newton. So you can put the value of 5, and m is here. So you can write here 20 by 24. So 24 is going to numerator. So 5 4 ja 20, and 4 6 ja, that one is 6 meter per second square. That one is your acceleration. So you have to write your answer. Let us see what will be happen in your next one. So this one is your next. If the net unbalance for, that is the question number 5. So that one is your answer. You have to write in your copy. If the net unbalance becomes 0, will the momentum also become 0? Explain how. So since the velocity of an object change when an unbalanced force acts on it by Newton's second law of motion, this one is given as f is equal to, formula is given like this. It is the del p upon del t. So you can write here p2 minus p1 upon t, and p2, that is the mv minus mu upon t, which is given here, and m is common. So as you know, m is common here, and f is given as 0. This one is given as 0. So you have to write this one. So what will be happen? It is given as a 0. So 0 is equal to, m is common here, and v minus u upon t. So v minus u equal to 0. So v becomes u. it will be v. So in this case you have to see here, it is given in your this. Thus the velocity of the object will be unchanged. That means उसकी velocity change नहीं होगी, will remain constant. So that means the velocity is constant. Two conditions appear when the unbalanced force becomes zero. The first one is if force increase the velocity of an object and the force is removed, the velocity becomes zero. In this condition, velocity is equal to constant, that is not equal to zero. Velocity and momentum are not be zero. So that one is the first case. Now come to the second case. What will be happen? This force acts in a direction opposite to the motion of the moving body and gets removed as soon as object comes to rest. That means the force is applied in opposite directions and the body becomes in rest. So v is equal to u and that becomes a 0. Thus the velocity and momentum both becomes 0. Always remember, if the force are in balanced force, so in this case the velocity and momentum both are 0. So let us see what will be happen in the next. It is the third law and that is also very important law. It is the action reaction law. It is also called as action reaction law. So you can write here it is the action reaction law. So according to third law, every action, always remember every action has equal and opposite reaction. That's why it is called as action reaction law. Action and reaction forces always acts on two different bodies. Therefore, even when these forces are equal or and opposite, the net force is not equal to 0. Yes, let us see here. If a body A applied force F1 on the body B and body B applied a force F2 on body A, then according to the third law of motion, F1 is equal to F2 with minus sign. So you can see, suppose it is a table. This one is your table and an object are placed here. So force F1 is acting here and F2 is here. So F1 and F2, as you know, in the opposite direction. So you can say F1 is equal to minus F2. Minus sign shows the direction, that is the opposite. The negative sign here shows the direction of force F2 is opposite to the direction of F1. The first and second law of motion are applied on the same object. Always remember, first and second law. This first and second law of motion are applied on same object, while the third law of motion is applied on two objects working together. So always remember, third law is applied on two objects working together. Action and reaction represent those forces which acts on two different objects at the same time. So here is book is applying a force downwards, but table is applying force upwards. So there is two objects, one is book and second one is table. So you can understand the third law of motion. This is the action and reaction. Let us see what will be happen in your next topic. Next topic, the question is also here, 10th question. Prove that the total momentum of two objects remains constant before and after this collision. So it is the derivation of this question. So the law of conservation of momentum. So you can say it is how can prove it. So there are two bodies, this one MA and MB, and its initial velocity is UA and its initial velocity is UB. Then next it is the before of collision. Then when they collide, So they have to apply the two forces. First force by the A, that is the FAB, and the second force by the B, and that is the FBA. And then moving after collision, they are moving with velocity MA with velocity VA and MB with velocity VB after collision. So there is a figure, three types figure, A, B and C. Now let us see what will be happen in these figures. So we want to know the find the momentum, initial momentum of this, and this one initial momentum, and here is final momentum. So what will be happen in this? So let us see what will be happen. So the force applied in each balls each other to equal and opposite according to third law of motion, hence FAB is equal to minus FBA. So there is change in velocities of the balls due to this applied force, and hence change in the momentum takes place. So according to the second law of motion, force is equal to rate of change in momentum. So FAB is equal to MB into VB minus UB upon T, and here FB is equal to MVA minus UA upon T. So let us see how can show here. Here is the force FAB. It is the change of momentum, rate of change of momentum said that say it is the del P upon del T. So it is P2 minus P1 upon del T. So what will be happen? P2 is, here is, this one is P2. So first of all, for mass A. So A is, so P2, that is the MA, and P2 is given as that one see MB, it is the VA, and minus MA, it is VB upon del T. So you can say del T. Where is del T? Del T is looking like a T. So MA is common here, or you can say MA is common here. So we get MBA minus VB upon T. And in this one FBA, what will be happen in this? It is the change in momentum del P upon del T, rate of change in momentum, and that one is also P2 minus P1 upon T. So what will be for second object? Del P, that means P2, P2 means the final velocity and initial velocity of object B. So that one is MB, and it is VB minus MB, and it is UB, and here is T. So MB is common, and here is VB minus UB upon T, and which is given in this solution. So here is FAB is given like this one, and FBA is given this type. So according to this, what will be happen? So this one is equal to this one. So let us see what will be happen. So in this you have to see minus FBA. So FAB is equal to minus FBA. So what will be happen in this? Let us put the value of this. So it is FAB, that one is given here. FAB is MB, and here is VB minus UB, and T is given here, and here is MB, FAB, and FBA, that is the minus, and here is MA, and here is VA minus UA upon T. So T will be cancel out, and what will be happen? Now multiply inside. So MB VB minus MB UB is equal to minus MA VA and plus MA UA. Now change the direction of the negative signs. So it will be MB VB plus, this one is MA VA is equal to M A U A plus M B U B. So it is the total momentum of final and it is the total momentum of initial object. Okay, so that one is conservation of momentum. So you can say it is the final momentum of both object. So you can say final momentum of both object and it is initial momentum of both object, and that is the law of conservation of momentum. So you can see in this part from the third law of motion, so FAB is equal to minus FBA, here is MB minus UA upon T, and here is minus MA minus UA. So T will be cancelled out and multiply inside, so it will be MVB minus MUB minus MAVA plus MAUA, looking like. And now shift to this one here and it is here, so we get this one. So momentum after collision and momentum before collision both are same, and that is the law of conservation. So you can write here, this is law of conservation of momentum. So you can prove like this. So let us see, the next one is example 5. Two bodies of mass 40 kg and 20 kg. So mass of M1 is given as 40 kg and mass M2 is given as 20 kg. Let us say mass are moving with a velocity 10 meter per second and 50 meter per second. That means U1 is given as 10 meter per second and U2 is given as 50 meter per second. Their direction are towards each other. That means the sum velocity is negative. So you will be, suppose this one is in opposite direction. Second one is, after a certain time period they collide and strike to each other. What will be velocity of this combined object? So let the velocity of combined object will be B. Let the velocity of combined object be V meter per second. So what will be happen here? You can see in the figure, this one, it is M1, it is moving with U1, it is M2 moving with U2, and finally they will moving with each other. It is M1 and it is M2, say though they are moving with velocity V. That means our velocity V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V by law of conservation. By law of conservation of momentum, what will be happen in this? So M1 U1 plus M2 U2 will be equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. Now put the values. M1 is 40 and U1 is 10. M2 is 20 and U2 is minus 50. M1 that is the 40 into V and plus M2, what will be happen M2? That is the 20 and V. It is 400 and minus it is 1000. It is 40 and 20 V, so it becomes 60 V. and here is 600, it will be minus, so it is 60v. Now we can calculate here. 60v is that means the direction of u2, second object. So that one is your answer. So you can write this type of. क्या हो गया, खटर बटर क्यों चालू हो गया? Let us go in your second question, and that one is example 6. A bullet of gun 20 gram of shoot. So bullet gun जो है इसकी bullet है, that is the 20 gram. So it will be M1, that is 20 gram. You can change into kg, that is the 0.020 kg. That is the M1, and the gun is 2 kg, so you can say it is M2 is 2 kg. Yes, at a velocity of 100 meter per second, that one is U1 is given as 100 meter per second. Find out the recoil velocity of the gun. Recoil velocity, that means V2. We want to find the V2, the recoil velocity of this one. What will be happen in this? By law of conservation of momentum, by law of conservation momentum. So it is M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. It is your V1, not U1. So M1 is given as 20, but U1 is 0. M2 is, where is M2? Not, it is the 0.0. You can write here, and here M2 is, where is 2, and U2 is still 0. M1 is 0.020 and V1 is 100 plus M2 is 2, and we want to find V2. Let us see, it is the 0 plus 0 and it is multiplied to this. So we get only 2 plus 2V2. So it is 0 is equal to 2 plus 2V2. So 2V2 is equal to minus 2, and V2 is equal to minus 2 divided by 2. 2 1 are 2. So we get V2 is equal to minus 1 meter per second. So that is the recoil velocity. You can write here recoil velocity of gun. Recoil velocity of the gun is equal to how much? 1 meter per second. So that will be your answer. So you have to write this one. It's a very easy to do this. Otherwise you can use like this formula, mv is equal to minus small mv. So you can say v is equal to minus mv upon capital M. What will be upon minus 0.02, and v is, that is the 100, and capital M is given as 2. So it becomes minus 1 meter per second. So you can do like this. So you have a very short formula for this question, so you can apply in this question. Let us see what will be happen in the question. If the action and reaction are always equal, then explain how a bull is able to pull a cart forward. So let us see in this question answer. You can write like this answer. So it is a very important question. According to Newton's third law, you can apply the third law of motion. Equal and opposite reaction is every action. हर एक एक्शन के अपोजिट में रिएक्शन होती है बिटवीन द टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स. ऑलवेज इट इज बिटवीन टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स. व्हेन अ बुलेट इज शॉट from a gun, it is the example of the bullet. It is the when bullet is shot from a gun, both the gun and bullet displaced with variable accelerations in the opposite directions according to their mass. This the displacement, action and reaction of both the objects is the result of force. So let us see here in this case. Similarly, in the process of pulling the bull cart, the ground is pushing back the bull, with which becomes clear by slipping on the slippery surface or muddy ground. The reaction force by the ground is also exerted on the bull in the opposite direction due to excessive mass of the ground compared to the bull. The effect of action force becomes negligible or zero. The cart remains stationary due to the friction force in contact with the earth. The reaction force obtained by bull being greater than the frictional force acts like an unbalanced force. The cart gets accelerated. So that is the reason for the above question. That means bull is able to pull a cart forward. So you can write this answer. So it is able to write. Now let us see the rocket. In case of rocket, what will be happen in your rocket? The motion of the rocket is based on the concept. Which based on concept? So let us see. It is your answer. So you have to write answer. Motion of rocket is mainly based on two principles. First principle is on the third law of motion, and now the second is on the law of conservation of momentum. So let us see what will be happen in this. After first motion, first law ले रहे हैं हम on Newton's third law of motion. After the combustion of fuel, on the gas comes out through the jet hole, that is the minute hole, by an external extremely accelerated motion. इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सलेशन होता है. Thus the FA is equal to minus FB, that is the M1 A1 is equal to M2 A2. So M1 mass gas release and A1 is its accelerated. M2 mass of rocket and A2 is its acceleration. So you can say this one is the first region. Now second region, initial momentum and final momentum. Mu is equal to M1U is equal to M2U. That is the law of conservation of momentum. The combustion of fuel leads to release the gas, due to which total mass of the rocket goes on decreasing. Thus the velocity increasing. If mass is decreasing, that velocity is. If mass is decreasing, then velocity is increasing, because mu is equal to constant. Mu is equal to constant. Always remember, if mass is decreasing, this will be decreasing, then u is increasing. In the case of rocket, always fuels are burning and the mass is decreasing, so the velocity is increasing.